Hey, this Omar, and today I like to discuss T Hill's impact on Tua, and like what does Tua look like going forward? You know what I'm saying? Tua definitely looks like a different quarterback for sure. He's kind of like on par every week. He kind of starts most of his games the same, pretty sluggish, slow, and throws the ball in the dirt a little bit. Way inaccurate, way more inaccurate than you would like him to be. You know, Yesterday the game was supposed to be a blowout. You know what I'm saying? It was looking like that, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, they scored, 4 touchdowns, and he got to show off that arm talent that everybody, was touting him for, when he was coming out of, or being a what you call that? Damn, I can't even think of that name. But when he was coming out and whatnot, everybody was looking at his arm talent, the way he was throwing it around down there in Alabama. He was just throwing it to everybody, throwing bombs and all that with accuracy. So it was a good move for the upstairs of Miami, the management, to get T Hill. He was able to show that arm talent that we have yet to see thus far since he been in the league. You know what I'm saying? Dropping beautiful dimes, and like you was like saying, whoa, this dude, like that ball was floating in the air like 40, 50 yards and hit right on stride, and that like that says something, like we everybody been like, yo, do we got it? And to be honest, this year was a year where his quarterback career was kind of like on a lifeline. So the fact that they got that infusion of T Hill to kind of like make that offense way more dynamic, and we got to see some samples of it yesterday, and it looked good. It looked good. It definitely looked like if he keep on working at it, now he got potential. He could definitely play in this league for sure. Having Waddle on the other side is just it's gonna be a nightmare most weeks. You know what I'm saying? And it's T Hill just he do that. He did that for Mahomes. Mahomes was a guy. He was able to get away with a lot of stuff that everybody be harping on that most quarterbacks can't really get away with. And you could start to see he has to try to he's gonna have to peel some of that back because he don't have that security blanket as he did. He had two in Travis Kelce and T Hill, but now he only has Travis Kelce, which the Chargers showed last week that you can slow them down. You're gonna have to make them really move the chains. 4 yard gain here, a 7 yard gain here, 11 yard gain, another 5 yard, 3 yard. So they're gonna have to work their way up the field. Slower than probably they would want to. Until I guess they create another deep threat and whatnot. But as far as Miami, at first I was looking at the division thinking Buffalo was just gonna run away with it, but now is you kind of look at the offense, even though it's still early. They have the personnel, the Jets and the Dolphins, that they can score points, and the way to beat Buffalo is you're gonna have to be an offense that can push the ball on that defense. You can't let that defense you know just come at you like they did versus the Rams and versus most of the time under the Sean McDermott regime. Like that's how they want to play. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta push the ball, challenge their secondary, even though they are good and they're top tier. Kansas City showed you can abuse them and dog them, but you just have to have the proper personnel to do so. So now you can see, okay, yeah, I can see the Jets. If they play their best ball, they can definitely get Buffalo. And I can see the Dolphins definitely for sure getting them. So it's not going to be a runaway. And then they probably have a game where they win, but one of the teams in the division, whether it's both the games versus Miami, or both the games versus the Jets, where it looked like the other team could have won, but Buffalo found a way to win. So it's going to be an instance like that. And yeah, so it's gonna make those division games a little more interesting to watch. So yeah, that's just my quick take on that. All right, thank you for listening.